I mean the alternate. Yeah, because we're hosting.
When times get tough, I'm giving up. Just let it go like that. You know how long it's built it up. There must be some reason why we come there. Love of my life, the only thing I've ever done is give you life. Get my ways, I'm a stubborn kind of love and need her every day. Ooh, just loving me.
Welcome back, viewers. It's your half-assed correspondent here, James Kalm, and today we're down in Chelsea. We're going to pop in here at Cheim and Read and see a wonderful exhibition of paintings by Tal R. And the title of the show is Altstadt Girl. Well, I came in and perused the show, and I think this is maybe one of the better shows I've seen in the last 3 or 4 months. We'll start out here. This is titled Roses Smoke 2013. And well, one of the interesting things about this show is that well, Tal, this is a piece from 2013. Tal has been using, and this is an example, distemper, which is glue, probably rabbit skin glue, on canvas with pigment, and sometimes he adds crayon and colored pencil, but he gets a beautiful, very dry surface with that. Meanwhile, this piece is titled The Drawing Class 2014. This is pigment, rabbit skin glue, and oil on canvas. Well, this makes me think of Matisse, maybe from his Algerian period, or Paul Klee. Anyway, so Tal is going back to his oil painting. I think what's nice is that in some of them, this one is pretty dry, and I think this might be one of the larger canvases in the show. This is 67 by 55 inches. This is a better example. This is listed as Telephone and Mirror 2014. This is oil. .38 by 30. Now, I think the first show I saw by Tal was at maybe LFL or Zach Fire, and this has got to be maybe 10 years ago. And at that point, he was using a lot of oil paint like this, although his palette was very limited. This is titled Bird Mask 2014. And this is also listed as oil. But there's a big difference between the surface that he gets with the heavy imposted oil and his distemper. And well, I like what he does with the oil. And there could be like the distemper underneath. Well, we'll take a look around the main gallery. And Tal has also made this piece. I guess it's a sculpture, but they're calling this a T-bone. Foam rubber rag rugs. And what's nice, it's kind of got his pinks and mauves in there. This is titled Sunday 9. And this is oil on canvas, but we can see the contrast between the sections that are very dry, like this yellow, and then the more chunky surface part here, and the shoulder. And well, he's a great colorist. It's titled Boots in Bed. Now, this one caught my eye, and well, in the press release they talk about his use of the classic theme of the nude in the interior, and all of these pieces are based on females, some of them nude, partially nude. This is great because it really shows off his great color sense, and he's got a couple of motifs that he goes back to again and again. These vertical lines, and here you can see the great use of that texture in the overlaying pigment. It makes me think of a Bonnard. It's titled The Yellow, 44 by 27. And this is straight oil paint, but yeah, he's got a great touch. And he's also using a lot of, or he's riffing on a lot of art historical stuff. This is titled The Dutch, 21 5/8 by 17 3/4. And yeah, the way he's kind of smashed out the profile here, put the two eyes on one side of the face, recalls Matisse or Picasso. It's titled The Shower, 2014. Well, I know that a lot of local painters think a lot of Tal's work. I think Chris Martin's a big fan, so am I. And I like the kind of spontaneous, splashy quality. This makes me think of some of the Brook artists. Kirchner. This is Vogel Mask, or Bird Mask. It's 2014. This is just the pigment and rabbit skin glue. And almost looks like he's got colored pencil or something he's kind of sketched in over the top. I've got some of his drawings in the back we'll take a look at too. But beautiful color, nice use of pattern. And a lot of this raw canvas with just the glue on it has a kind of an off-white tint. So that kind of keys the whole palette. It's titled Susanna's Arms. This might be my favorite piece in the show. And this is as simple and bold as a great Matisse. And, you know, the way that he layers his wet on wet is just beautiful. This is 44 by 22 inches. I think this is the namesake of the show. This is Altstadt Girl, oil on canvas. And even if this wasn't a figurative piece, just the abstraction and the brushwork and the overlays of color are so great that it would be a wonderful painting in any case. It does look a lot like the German expressionists, and he's got away with his pinks, going from a kind of a lilac pink all the way over to a peachy pink, salmon pink that's wonderful. It's titled E.T. 34 by 18. This is a nice chance to see that he can use what I would call a small or maybe medium-sized canvas, but he gets a lot of punch there, and I like the way that he takes his shadows and kind of blocks them out, turns them into abstract shapes, and then does some real nice layering of pigments and colors. This is titled The Berlin. And again, we've got the vertical stripes. This is pigment and rabbit skin glue. He's very nice about using the colored line. And yeah, that blue background has got a kind of a aqua green layer and then a dark blue over the top. I think maybe one of the reasons he likes the glue is that it dries fast and he can build up some great color layers. Let's look at the drawings. Well, these are all just numbered, so I'm not going to tell you the titles. And we'll just glance at some of these. Most of them are crayon or graphite on blue painted paper. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, I like the way he ripped the paper at the bottom on that. Again, these are all women. That's nice. Yeah, some of these look like he just walked in on somebody, sat down, and spent an hour or two trying to capture all the details. This is very nice. I like the way he's left the top of the head unfinished, but then the black stocking is very tightly worked, heavily worked. And I think the contrast of some of these abstract forms are maybe one of the best things about his compositions. Oh, I like that. Workout gloves. This is another very nice piece. This is Train Driver's Daughter. Oil on canvas, but here he gets the same kind of brilliant dry color in areas as it gets on with the distemper. That's nice the way he's kind of cut up that face with the lines. And boy, those colors really pop. This is nice. His kind of scumbled in ultra blue over that red. This is titled Jacoby Smoking 2013. Pigment Ramasca glue on canvas 48 by 34. And again, we've got his stripes and his Matisse patterning. This is a good example, though, of what I was saying about the kind of the off-white ground. So his canvases, his grounds are not brilliant white; they're kind of dingy, and that maybe gives him a chance to, well, use the white that he does use as a great accent, but also to sort of play in the subtle coloration intervals. This is James Kalm reporting on Tal R, Altstadt Girl, Cheim and Reed on West 25th Street in Chelsea. And as always, thank you, Kate.
So I'm gonna do my best here with the words, and I hope y'all like the show. And if you want, at the end, you can give me some dough.
Shout out to the Times Square, stay clear the doors.
Hey, you're great. Thank you.
Times Square next.